Hello there. Today we're gonna review the tanks in this Cookie Kingdom game. First, let's start with the blue or the rarer units. Night Cookie is the most dependable tank from the game because first, he is comparable to Milk Cookie. Defense wise and HP wise, he is more budget friendly because you can promote him very easier than Milk Cookie because having dupes from Epic is very hard. So his stats may be a bit lower and he may be missing some of the good skills from Milk Cookie. But he is the first tank that you may be able to get from pools. And second, if you don't have Night Cookie, you may consider Avocado for pumping up your DPS. He is a decent tank, but you cannot pair him with Espresso very much because his ult is just a short range and there's no knockback. Knockback is very good in this game because it can hinder some of the DPS that can make the formation be coming closer to your mid teams. That's one problem with Espresso, especially when you're dealing with Night Cookie in arena. They have the tendency to go near to your Espresso, especially when you have no taunt. So that's why there's some people using Night Cookie. The knockbacks really help them to reach out to Espresso without killing the tanks. So from here, where's that? Avocado is not as bad as you think because it can pump up the attack power of your DPS. So yeah, you can use him, but I suggest uh don't don't invest too much to him until you get Knight or Milk Cookie or even Madeline. So next is where's that? This one, there's nothing much to consider. Uh, he is the starter charge. He's not that tanky at all. He is more like a knockback. But the one I think is this one. This the starter tank. He is okay, but Avocado is better. Like literally better. So next would be Madeline. Let's go with the epic. For me, Madeline is more like a PvP tank because, from my experience, he can counter Espresso very much. Because of his ulti, his normal attack becomes an AoE. He can easily reach out to Espresso because Espresso has a very low HP. So if you have an Espresso and Madeline, you can easily kill Espresso on the opponent's team. He is quite decent on the stat wise, and I still prefer Milk Cookie for PBE, but I prefer Madeline for PvP. And Milk Cookie, it's pretty much known as the best tank for PBE because of the damage reduction and taunt. But somehow he is a bit better. The second tank that I could recommend would be this one because his stat is very near to Milk Cookie, maybe around one level. If you gonna compare his stat, maybe Milk Cookie is one level higher to the defensive stat alone to Werewolf, but Werewolf is a very good AOE unit. and at the same time good tank because of the plus 20% HP. So I won't prefer him over Milk, but it can be used as a tank. So for the rankings, if you wanna go PvE, I'd go with Milk Cookie or Werewolf or even Madeline. And if you don't have any epics, go with Knight or Avocado. So in PvP, there's not no much discussion here. It's probably Madeline. Then on the second one, it's gonna be Milk Cookie. I can show you some good PvP sample for Milk because I have my Milk Cookie. Let's try this one. So I'm using cooldown, defense, and crit treasure. So I have Custard and Herb as a healer. And pretty much I need Vampire to kill the backline. Because of Pomegranate, it's very hard to deal with. So here you can see Milk Cookie can tank very long. Even though everyone is hitting him, he can just pretty much tank. So as you can see, he is usable on PvP. There you go. And Custard heal is very nice too because of the barrier and at the same time heal. So Herb can heal at least, give him more time to cool down, giving him the barrier. Yeah, I think Herb and Custard really synergize well in PvP, especially with a tank like Milk Cookie. But I don't recommend going like two healers with Madeline because you might just go with an offensive team when you go with Madeline. Because yeah, because of the AoE, it's pretty much like a cleave team when you go with Madeline. Oh, almost. I think I'm gonna lose. See that heal? It almost clutches. It's a clutch heal from Custard. Let's look the DPS meter. Yeah, damage received all from Milk Cookie tanking alone. Let's try this 21,000. Yeah, I think we can do this. I don't know which tank he's using. Avocado. Does he use another tank? Oh, it's Espresso. Everyone is using Espresso now. And also Vampire is very good unit because he can burst out the healer on the second skill wave. It almost guarantees you that it can kill the opponent's healer. And I lose because of the burst. I think Avocado is good in PvP because it's giving him the burst damage for the damage buff for Espresso. You know my Espresso. I think it's the licorice that caused my loss. Yeah, probably the licorice. Go down. Let's see. I think I don't have much to show. Let's try this one last time. Last PvP. Some of the damage is pretty bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this. Look at my vampire, because he is looking one by one each of the unit from the backline. That's why I like vampire so much in PvP. He's more reliable damage than going cleave team like Snow Cookie with Espresso. Although Cleave Team can also be a good PvP unit with the Dark Choco Knight. Yeah, we got back now. So that's it. If ever you have some question, feel free to comment out and hit like and subscribe. Thank you and bye bye.